Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am here with another plan with me, and guess what? We're not planning for this upcoming week because this upcoming week is going to be this spread that I already filmed because it was last month's TBC freebies. So that means I get to plan for August 8th through what, 14th? That's what we get to plan, and I am in full speed fall kits. So the whole month of August is going to be fall related kits. Why? Because it's hot. And I want fall. Well, our fall just doesn't, we've talked about this before. Fall down here in South Texas just doesn't happen until like December. That's just it is what it is. But I can live vicariously and enjoy the fallness in my planner. So that's what we're going to do. So I've decided that the whole month of August is going to be dedicated to fall, which you're probably like, oh boy, because that means September and October are going to be nothing but Halloween. Maybe. I'm now making like the maybe because I know I'm like sitting here going, but I have the next 52 weeks project coming up and I want to use some of those kits next year. Ooh, this one's going to be hard. Because I'm trying to hold back on how many Halloween kits, because I know some of the art that's out there, like everybody's like getting, doing it and it looks gorgeous and it's great. And so I don't want to do more of what's already out there, but I don't know. We'll think about this. I still have a couple of weeks to figure it out. So I think we're gonna be golden. I could always bring back some, because for the freebies coming up, obviously the theme is freebies. I'm bringing back an old school, like one of our very first exclusive art Halloween kits, in just a different format, and with different full boxes. So that I think would be fun. And I have some other ideas. I gotta get to work. We had adventures yesterday, and I'm gonna leave those adventures for the B6 planner on Thursday, so pay attention to Thursday's video, because we have, oh boy, do we have shenanigans happening, like in great ways, but still shenanigans happening. And it took up a lot more of my time yesterday than what I wanted, and I ended up saying never mind to some things. So my husband and I were supposed to go out on a date yesterday, and that didn't happen because we chose to do something else. And then that something else turned into something else and something else. And I'll tell the story on Thursday. I don't even know why I'm even like saying anything. I'll tell the story on Thursday because it relates to that planner. So, but needless to say, I ended up taking yesterday off. So I have a lot of actual work to catch up on this weekend, and it's just going to be go, 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 because that's what we got. That's what we got to do. So notifications on my watch are going off and everything. I slept in this morning. Not too much, but just a little, because I was just like, I'm just way too tired. The heat takes it out of you. Oh my gosh, the heat is like the worst. It takes it out of you. All right, let's take a look here. I need to punch holes in these so I can get these onto my actual ring that holds my date dots. My desk is quite cluttered right now, which is not something that I really like, but we were having to move things around because I promise I'm getting to the whole point of this, because it just gets way too hot in this office where I'm at. The main office where we store our inventory and where I do the packaging of orders, that one stays pretty cool, but we turn a big fan on in the dining area, I guess you would call it. So, okay, I'm trying to see what I want to do. I don't want to color block. We're not gonna color block. Do I have that light brown in the functional sub? I see, guys, I'm never gonna get to a point where I believe I do have a light brown like this. I was just looking through this earlier as I was prepping my August calendar for videos. Nope, not that. And I could have swore I saw a brown just like this. I really hope I do. If it's not in the functional sub, it might be in the functional palettes, which is fine. But I'm never going to get to a point where I actually plan this out ahead of time, because why would I do that? That makes absolutely too much sense. And if we've learned anything, planners are not always the best planners. Like, we have all these tools, but sometimes we forget because we're just so excited to get right into everything. Okay. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Does this brown? Nope, that is gonna be too different. I think I have it in the functional palette bundle. So I will grab that. Sorry, I didn't mean to knock that on the table and shake the camera. So, okay. So let's take a look here. Is that pretty close? That's pretty close. That might be as close as we can get. That's fine by me, because I'm not going to put them anywhere near each other anyways, because I'm not color blocking this time. So I'm completely fine with that. So let's get into it. In fact, since it's the first one out, we'll put it up here so that we actually don't have any brown coming around it at all. And then we're peachy keen. Okay. So it has been extremely hot, and I was like getting way too hot in this office. So where I sit right here, if you've ever seen any of my reels or stories, where I sit right here, right behind me is my cutting station. It's where I have all of our cutters, and then I have a big table in the middle that, you know, put uncut inventory on. Like, that's what I do to prep everything on. And then behind that we have the punch for the planners, and we have the big cutter for the planners. So this room gets a lot of use out of, and it obviously has to have lights. We don't really open the windows because it just gets too hot. Now, the only bad thing, so I have a north facing house, and I always loved having a north facing house. I grew up in a north facing house. Many of our, in fact, all of the houses we have bought have been north facing houses. And I love that, because then you have the sun coming up on one side of your house and setting on the other. The only bad part about this is that I have two windows on the side where the sun sets. And so by the time noontime hits, and even though we have really, really big oak trees in the mix of everything, by the time everything happens, like by the time, you know, the sun is up and over on that side, even though we have big trees over there, it doesn't still provide like all the shade in the world, because we did have to cut them back so that they wouldn't like fall in the house during a storm. But anyways, digress. So it just still heats up that side of the house. And by the time that happens, obviously I'm still working, and it gets way too hot in here, and I have to stop because the heat is just gonna kill me. So, because it gets too hot in here. So I broke down. We have a portable AC unit that I bought when we lived in our last house. And now the question totally comes, do I do patterned boxes or not? And I'm leaning towards no, just because there's so much going on in these full boxes and the bottom washi. So I think I'm gonna stick with that. Okay. So we had to buy a portable AC unit from our last place because it was, our upstairs AC unit had gone out. Do you guys remember that whole shenanigan when those things happened? I don't know if you remember any of that, where our upstairs AC unit went out, and it was months, and it went out during like the pandemic time frame. And so, you know, supply chain issues, all of that, and it took 3, 4, 5 months before they could even get a replacement. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So we bought that portable AC unit because my office was upstairs. I had to work, couldn't relocate the office, none of that stuff. So we kept it on our move. Our last place had 3 AC units, which was nice and frustrating all at the same time. And we just kept it knowing, hey, we might need to use this in the future. Let's not get rid of it. Well, we broke down the other day and was like, we need to get this set up. And so I was actually, so this is also one of the reasons why my desk was cluttered. I was going to put it over by me on one of the windows, but then we're just like, the whole outlet situation. I live in a 1960s house, and let me just tell you, the outlet situation is much to be desired. It is frustrating. It is infuriating. It is, I mean, it's just a whole gamut of things, because it's just a whole gamut of things. Like making sure that we have enough outlets for everything. Yeah. Anyways, sorry, my watch keeps going off with tons of notifications. I put my phone on airplane mode, but it's obviously still connected to Wi-Fi, so I'm still gonna get tons of notifications to come in. I may have to start turning Wi-Fi off just so that I'm not getting a ton of notifications. And I can focus a little bit more. Okay, what do I want to use? Because clearly, well, yeah, we'll be fine with the red. I'm okay with that. All right. So, broke down, put the AC unit in. We had to situate everything in the main office area and stuff over there. And we have it set up. Now, I didn't even think that this was going to be a problem. Had no clue that it could even potentially be a problem. Okay? I don't want that one because that's being too color blocky. I did not know that this portable AC unit was also a dehumidifier. Did not know that. Had I known that, I probably would have been running it a while ago, but had no clue. And the other day when we had it running, it kept every 2 hours would come up with an error code, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And so, I check the error code, and sure enough, it's error code that the drain or the tank is full and it needs to be drained. And I'm like, holy cow. Sorry, I had to be like, why do I have so much space? I shouldn't have that much space. I don't have any more stickers to put down, but clearly forgot that I still have a third box to put down. And so we've been having to drain it every 2 hours, which is kind of frustrating. But we'll get there. We'll get there. And and stuff, and we've had to put it in. Well, let me tell you, this room that I sit in really is like, I'm not going to let you cool me down. Nope, I'm not gonna let it happen. It is, I will say that it is a little bit on the struggle bus trying to get things cooled down in this room. So my next step is to get some tinted like window film for the windows to put in there, in hopes that maybe some of that will help in reflecting away some of the heat. But I just think all in all, one, the insulation in this house is just poor, and two, when it's beaten down, when the sun's just beaten down on it, you know, the second half of the day, I mean, it's just gonna be a losing battle. So just have to come to those notions that it is what it is, and that's gonna be the end of it. So yeah, but I can't run the portable AC unit when I'm here filming. So I was testing that before I started filming, because I was like, it's kind of loud. And I don't know if you can hear in the background my fan going. If you can, it's just a small fan. But sometimes I have to bring the bigger fan, not our big one that we have in the dining area. Sorry, but a different one. And I usually have that blowing on me, but when I had this going, I was like, that's kind of loud. I wonder if it's going to pick up on camera. So I had to sit here and take some video to see if it picked up on camera, and sure enough, it did pick up on camera. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to suffer for a couple of hours while I get this filming done, and that is just fine, and we'll get it going. And that's actually good for me to know, because then it means I need to come in here earlier in the morning, and I need to actually get the AC going in here to kind of help combat some of it, cool this down before the day actually gets started. So that's kind of where we're at with the whole situation, but at least it will make it more manageable, because I mean, we were sweating in here. And when we get the laminator going in here, we actually do have to turn off the lights, because it just gets insanely hot in here. Nope, I don't want that one. That's too many purples together. So it just gets insanely hot in here. Nope, I already did an orange. Wow. See, this is why sometimes I just default to color blocking, because it's just easier. It's just easier on my mind. So, but yeah. One more month. We're in the month of August. And so just one more month of this crazy shenanigans. I don't know why I can't lay stickers down straight today. It's just clearly going to be a problem. So let's just roll with it. It's clearly going to be a problem. Let's just roll with it. So yeah, one more month of this, and then hopefully we get a bit of a reprieve. That would be extremely nice to have. Oh, I don't want to do that just yet. It would be nice. It would be nice to have a little bit of a reprieve. So, because the heat just takes it out of you. It really does. So, okay. No, we're good. We're good. I just didn't want to actually do it this way, but it's okay. It's okay. We got this. It'll be fine. All right, so that means these are gonna go in the middle. So I need to be a little bit more like conscientious of how I lay all of this stuff down. All right, let's make sure that we kind of have like sized items next to one another, not exactly the same items, but definitely like items, because I think that's going to make it easier to ensure that I am where I need to be. Okay. All right. Please don't mess this up. Please don't mess this up. Please don't mess this up. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, please don't mess this up. Okay, I'm gonna set these off to this off here for just a second. We're gonna figure this out. So I need to ensure that we have plenty of room. Okay, I think this might help me out here. Yeah, that is being pretty darn close to it all. I'm gonna take it for a win right now. Let's see if we can get this situated out. Sorry, I have to be a little bit more focused on this because this was not what I was intending to do. See, I start really talking and then I can't do things. So, but I know that it's hot everywhere. So, you know, and that some areas are already on deep water deep water restrictions, and that is just not fun. That I know, like water restrictions are not fun. We have been fortunate enough to not be on a water restriction. However, like we don't water our grass during the day. We're very conscientious of the water. I mean, we also have animals we have to feed and water, so we have to be very conscientious of that and stuff. So we do take our time with that, but man, I am most definitely ready for the cooler weather. Definitely not going to complain about it this year. Oh, no. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll keep it that way. We will keep it that way. Alrighty, perfect. See, figured it out, and it's not too bad. It's not too bad. All right, let's see. Now we've got sidebar, which is like the bane of my existence because me and sidebar just don't get along well. We just don't. Although I keep it pretty much the same in this planner just to help me out. So I think we're gonna be a-okay. Alrighty. What else? There was something else. Where's my notes? Oh, maybe there wasn't something else. I was just here to talk about how hot it is and getting an AC unit set up in my office, which, you know. Oh, I know what it was because we've been talking about mini split systems. Do any of you guys out there have mini split systems? Our HVAC unit is too small for this house, for the size of this house. And so we have been talking about what we could do to improve it, and stuff, because we do have to do some renovations on this house to improve some things and whatnot. But anyways, okay, let me see what I did. Okay. So I'm just wondering if there is, like, where do I go? Who do I need to talk to about mini split systems? Because I think it might be the best option for how our house is laid out and stuff. So yeah, if you know anything about mini split systems, please give me all the details because I need them all, so that I can make some accurate decisions. Because like I said, with me having to pull out a portable AC unit, it is really going, okay, our current AC situation is just not great for this house, and I need to think of something else. And somebody had mentioned it to me. So I'm just kind of putting my feelers out there to figure out, is this something I need to really look into, whatnot. So if you have one, I'd be greatly appreciated if you'd let me know about them a little bit more. And oh my gosh, the second fall kit of the season is in. I don't think I got to use this kit last year. In fact, I'm pretty positive that I didn't use this kit last year, but I could be in the wrong. And I don't mind using kits over again because it's absolutely gorgeous. So this kit is definitely still up in the shop. It's absolutely wonderful. I am not going to put a weekend banner down because this is so busy down here. And I just don't want to add more busyness to it. This would be great foiled, beautiful, all of that. So this kit is definitely still in the shop. You can get it a la carte. You can get it as a full kit, which is what I planned with. And yeah, I will link everything down in the description box below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. And you guys have a wonderful day and the rest of a wonderful week. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.